Season 2 of The Pitt on Max just wrapped up another absolutely chaotic day at the Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center, and this time, it all goes down over 4th of July weekend. Tensions are through the roof. Personal and professional lives are clashing. The system breaks down completely, forcing the staff to go fully analog. And somehow, through all of that, the season still manages to end on a note that feels hopeful. And now, we're already looking ahead to Season 3. So let's break down everything we know so far. Release date, plot, cast changes, and more. And heads up, spoilers are ahead. Release date and production. Let's start with the big question. When is Season 3 coming? Well, the show was actually renewed for a third season before Season 2 even premiered, which honestly tells you everything about how well this show has been doing. Production is scheduled to kick off in June 2026, and the show is targeting a return in January 2027, keeping with its tradition of dropping a new season every year. Time jump and setting. Now, if you've been following the show, you know The Pitt is unique in that each season takes place over the course of a single day. So to move the story forward, the show uses time jumps between seasons. Season 1 to Season 2 had a 10-month gap. Season 3 is expected to jump forward by about 4 months. And that timeline actually makes a lot of sense. At the end of Season 2, Robbie heads off on a 3-month sabbatical, so a 4-month jump brings him back from that trip and gives him just enough time to settle back into his role before everything inevitably goes sideways again. Since Season 2 was set in July, that 4-month leap puts Season 3 somewhere around November, right around Thanksgiving. The creators have confirmed that Season 3 will take place in colder weather, close to the Thanksgiving holiday. That setting opens the door for all kinds of new medical emergencies, keeps the atmosphere tense, and just adds a whole different energy to the show compared to the summer backdrop we've had so far. Plot and Robbie's arc. Now let's talk story. Noah Weil, who not only stars in the show but also serves as an executive producer and writer, promised an explosive third season during a PaleyFest panel. So yeah, we're in for a ride. A big focus of Season 3 will be Robbie's mental health, and Weil has been pretty direct about the fact that Season 3 will continue to build on Robbie's poor problem-solving skills when it comes to dealing with his own issues. He laid out the show's thesis across all 3 seasons really clearly. His exact words, "The thesis of Season 1 is the doctor is the patient. Season 2, doctors don't make very good patients. Season 3, doctors benefit from being patients." That progression is really powerful, and it suggests that Season 3 might finally see Robbie take some real steps toward getting the help he needs. And the reason this arc hits so hard is because of where we leave him at the end of Season 2, coming back from a trip that was, in his mind, supposed to be the end. There's a real chance he might finally decide to get the help he needs, and we might even see some progress on that front. But healing is a long road, and with everyone around him fighting their own battles, don't expect things to be smooth sailing. Beyond Robbie, the new season will continue diving into the personal struggles of all the doctors, while also bringing in new patients and possibly some familiar faces to the PTMC. Cast departures. Okay, now for the part that's going to sting a little. Season 2 made it very clear that no doctor is permanent at the Pitt. It's actually become a theme of the show. We already saw Dr. Heather Collins leave, proving that any doctor can outgrow their time at the PTMC and move on. And now another beloved character is heading out the door. Dr. Samira Mohan, played by Supriya Ganesh, will not be returning for Season 3. In Season 2, she spends a lot of time struggling to figure out her elective, and despite being pushed toward geriatrics over and over again, she's clearly wrestling with her direction. It looks like she's made her choice, and that choice takes her away from the PTMC. And she might not be the only one. Ogilvy, played by Lucas Iverson, also starts questioning whether the Pitt is really where he belongs. And then there's the big question mark hanging over Dr. Baran al-Hashimi, played by Sepideh Moafi, whose health condition at the end of Season 2 could disqualify her from working as an attending resident. No official announcements have been made about either of them yet. And honestly, The fact that there's been no confirmation either way means there may still be hope for both of them. Cast additions and returning stars. On the flip side, while some characters may be leaving, others are stepping up. Dr. Ellis, played by Ayesha Harris, has been a recurring character across the first 2 seasons, but in Season 3, she's being bumped up to a series regular. That's a big deal and suggests she's going to have a much more prominent role in the story going forward. New cast members are also expected to join the show next season, though no specific names have been announced yet. As for who's coming back, pretty much everyone. The core cast returning includes Noah Weil as Robbie, Catherine Lanasa as Dana, Patrick Ball as Langdon, Taylor Dearden as Mel, Isa Briones as Santos, Fiona Dourif as McKay, Shabana Aziz as Victoria, and Jaron Howell as Whitaker. On the recurring side, we're also expecting Shauna Tosi as Abbott, Kristen Villanueva as Princess, Amaylin Abalera as Perla, Leticia Hollard as Emma, Irene Choi as Joy Kwan, and Christopher Thornton as Dr. Caleb Jefferson. Meanwhile, the fate of Jeff Kober's Duke is still very much up in the air. So that's everything we know about the Pitt Season 3 so far. A Thanksgiving setting, an explosive Robbie arc, a tough farewell to Dr. Mohan, and a stacked returning cast. January 2027 feels far away, but honestly, after that Season 2 finale, the wait is going to be worth it. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.